looks like you guys are back in one piece. What did you think?
I'm thinking it's time to add a new bike to my garage.
I thought you'd like it.
I'll be back after taking Spencer home, and you can help me get an order set up for one.
Sure.
And you're just gonna order one on a whim like that?
That's Darius for you.
You can't tell me it wouldn't be a bad purchase, Andrew. You gotta experience it. Well, yeah, but you already have a good bike that you pamper. It would make such a good down payment for a new one, too, since it's in such pristine condition.
You'd be willing to get rid of your current bike for one of these? It's that good of a bike.
And here I thought you really loved the one you have. Well, when something better presents itself. Oh, you took that badly. You took that personally. You're not a motorcycle, goddang it. Alright, Spencer, it's your turn.
He's not riding with you.
Huh? Why not?
I'm taking him for a ride instead.
Oh, really? I wouldn't have thought he'd be your type, Spence.
I think I heard a twinge of jealousy there. Same here. Don't worry your pretty little head, Darius. We won't be making any unexpected stops on our ride.
You were tracking us, weren't you?
You don't think I would have a GPS tracker on my bike?
I would, but I wouldn't think you'd be watching us.
He only checked because you guys were taking so long, and he was worried that you'd crashed his new bike. Instead, he saw you guys stopped in an alley beside your condo building. Yeah. Did you stop for a quickie on the way back or what?
We did.
Andrew!
Look at his fucking eyes! Wow, 0 to 100 in fucking 2 seconds. The mere mention of his fucking... Oh, wow. Of his former love and his former... his childhood love and his former BF. His first... Jesus. This is a conflicting moment for him. Wait! Didn't do anything! Yeah, he didn't want to.
Smart move for your sake, Darius. If you got anything on my bike, you'd be cleaning it off with your face.
Yeah, there's nothing on your bike. I even made sure to avoid water puddles on the road.
Good. If you're that desperate to get some action, go use my locker room and just lock the door. Please don't encourage him.
You hear that, Andrew? That's cleaner than the alley for sure. No, Darius.
I think I need to stay here and keep an eye on Darius. I don't need to turn on the motorcycle. Nah, you'll be fine. You're coming with me.
Yeah, don't be a dud and go have some fun. You want to go for a ride, so go for a ride.
But what about... Come on.
Azaghal pushed Spencer off towards the bike and forced a helmet into his hands.
We'll be back soon.
Be safe. Take your time. We're in no rush. Spencer shot Darius a look before closing his visor and climbing onto the bike behind Azaghal. After a moment of adjusting themselves, he grabbed the tiger around the waist. Check it out. What? Dog's tail's wagging. I knew he really wanted to go for a ride. He always enjoyed it when he was on my bike with me, but he would never admit how much he liked it. It's kind of cute seeing Spencer acting like that, don't you think? It is. I should have been the one taking him for a ride. That's the big idea with Azaghal wanting to take him. Does it really bother you? I'm not bothered at all. Not a better passenger anyway. The only thing I'll miss out on is feeling Spencer's boner pushing against me. I can't remember a single ride where he didn't get hard, and with those shorts he's wearing. Does Azaghal know about that? I don't know if I ever told him about that happening or not. Did you tell him that it happened with me? I think I did. And knowing you told him about Spencer too. Probably. Azaghal's suit is thick, so I bet he wouldn't notice if it happened anyway. And it'll be the last thing on his mind. I hope he doesn't notice, or Spencer will be really embarrassed. He might be. But I'm sure Spencer's aware that it might happen, yet he still chose to ride with Azaghal anyway. And if he rode with me, at least he knows it'd be with someone way more familiar that it happened with. Are you implying something? Just that maybe Spencer wants more of a thrill than riding on a bike. Spence? No way. You never know with him. Let's go sit while we wait. Could we have sat in the lobby with the nice comfy chairs instead of the locker with benches? Azaghal gave us permission to come in here, so we might as well take him up on his offer. I'm not doing anything with you while we're in here. Be my luck that they get back during that time. If the door's locked, they couldn't come in. Then again, I'm sure Azaghal has a key and would take that as a hint to invite himself in. All the more reason for you to behave then. You sat straddling the bench to face Darius. And the way you were talking, you'd be willing to do something if it wasn't a risk of getting caught. I can't say that you're wrong. Really now? He spun to face you, imagining how you were sitting with his arms crossed. Why now, of all times, are you interested in doing something? Guess you've kind of put me in the mood. I moved closer to you so your knees were touching and pushing your legs apart. Are you finally starting to fall victim to my charm? Maybe I am. It was only a matter of time. You know, I could just tease you a bit more. I don't care if they catch me. He reached out and gave your balls a tickle, making you slap his paw away. Of course, because I could always use more teasing. How'd you keep your hands to yourself? Well, that's the idea. Oh? We're just gonna have a quick impromptu photo shoot. No touching allowed. All you can do is watch. Do you really want to do this right now? Just get your phone ready, would you? You'll regret it if you don't. Besides, you need some practice if you're gonna be doing this for Richard too. I don't want some blurry, poorly lit mess of photos sent to me. Okay, fine. You did as he instructed and aimed your phone at him. Okay, there. Camera's up. That's a decent photo, for sure. Can the eyes of these characters get any smaller? They look like a shadow. Yep, I already took a picture of you in case you didn't hear it. How's it look? Pretty good. You showed him your screen and he nodded in approval. Good lighting, decent composition, and you caught me at a good time. You were close. Fucking furry snap. I look pretty damn good, don't you think? Yes, I sure do, I guess. Why would you say I guess? To keep him humble? Just say sure. Sure do. And keep going, I need more pictures of you on my phone. Alright. Let's go ahead and get out of my shirt. Oh, wow. Pulled his shirt off and tossed it to the floor. To the floor of a locker room. Come on, man. Before returning to a relaxed position, but not before you snagged a picture of the process. You know, I've never actually done this with someone before. Stripped for them. Oh, and the exact same picture, but without the shirt. I don't let guys take pictures of me, smartass. I always make sure their phones are hidden, out of reach. Then again, I've never been fully naked with more than a couple of guys before. Really? Only those couple of times was in the school showers, a couple of times with Azaghal. Otherwise, only my dick really needs to come out to handle business. and I don't typically send dick pics. You sent me one. I almost never do that, so count yourself lucky. So hard to believe that, though. I guess I'm special then? Yeah, you kinda are, and I really trust you. Darius flicked one of the bars, pierced through his nipple. God, it looks uncomfortable, and cocked his head. You never messed with my nipples before, have you? I barely messed with any of you, Darius. I grabbed your butt, played with your tail, and teased you a little, but that's about it, really. We're gonna have to change that this weekend, aren't we? I'm kinda hoping for it. Since you have so little experience with my body, you wouldn't know that my nipples are another hot spot for me. Oh boy. Well, yeah, I guess this is still fine, but yeah, this is really tiptoeing on the line here of what can and cannot be shown. But I guess, yes, it's so weird. The society is placed a difference on male nipple, female nipple, and who gives a fuck? That's why I got them pierced. Just a little bit of play can really get me going. Wiggled the bars, pierced through his flesh back and forth, and his tail whipped around wildly. You can even be a little rough with them if you want. You can twist them, pull them, and it'll rev me. Just Jesus Christ! It's me personally. Piercings like that on such a fine piece of tissue, I'd just be worried about ripping them. It's horrifying to me. But it'll rev his engine good, according to him. Reached out to grab one to test that theory, but he pushed your hand away and wagged his finger at you. I said no touching. You'll have to find out about that another time. This is just an introductory course. Besides, my own teasing has already done the trick, as you can see. Okay. It's censored, but yeah, the monetization's fucked. But every episode of Extracurricular Activities is pretty much fucked as far as monetization is concerned. But it's still censored, so it's technically fine, but God, every fucking episode of this just gets me scared. Clearly. You seem to be enjoying it too. I see some bouldering going on in your shorts. Feel free to follow suit and do what I'm doing. I'll pass. Do you like your nipples or tail to be played with more? Well, nipples, definitely. Most guys are too afraid to play with them because of the piercings. Yeah, I'm in that camp too. They don't want to hurt me. Last bit he said with a whiny tone and rolled his eyes. I'll be sure to tell you if it's too much, so feel free to test my limits. Uh-huh. And now that I'm as hard as I am, things are getting kind of tight down there. Oh well, I imagine the censor is gonna happen soon. His thumbs pushed down into his shorts, and he pushed his shorts down. Oh, yep, that did it. Oh, he's got underwear on underneath. Well, duh. But it's very, very, very tight underwear, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave the grapes up right now. Might as well. This really doesn't do much to help, but I figured teasing you a bit more is in order. You have a pretty good view right now, don't you? It says the best or could be better as the choices. Fucking. Oh, you say the best. That could just be nice, or the could be better could be referring to taking off the underwear. So let's go with could be better just in case. Could be better. Better? You want me to make it better? What do I get out of it if I can make it better? Depends on how you make this better. That's not how this works, my friend. You know exactly what I'll do to make this better. And there has to be a little give with all that take. Well, what do you want? How about some reciprocation? Something a little special for your lion? You take one of me, I get to take one of you. Fair enough, right? No or okay. Interestingly, no is the top option or okay is the bottom option. We've already sent him one, so I guess we go okay on this one? Oh, well, if that's what you really want. I suppose that'll be okay. You promise not to share it, right? You know how I feel about those kinds of things. I only share with permission. I'd never do something like that to you. Yeah. I'll let you take your picture first, and then I'll get mine. What are you gonna do? You know exactly what I'm gonna do. He pulled his underwear down slow and let his mostly dick pop out into the open. He tucked his waistband of his underwear under his balls. He took extra care not to touch his dick at all. For a minute, all you could do was sit and stare at him. There, take your pic. It's not out in the CG, so... but I'm still keeping the grapes up. There, take your picture. Sat up straight, showing off his pride. Oh, nope, it's out now. You get your picture? It's rough sitting here with my chub out like this, knowing you can't do anything with it. Yeah, I got a good picture. I bet if I let you, you'd jerk off to that picture tonight. Do you want me to? Nope. You just have to wait. Now it's my turn for a picture. Deal's a deal. You grabbed your phone. You put your phone aside and took off your shirt. As you grabbed your shorts, Darius stopped you. What are you doing? Getting ready for your picture? You don't even know what kind of picture I want. I mean, this is great too, but it isn't what I had in mind. Well then, what did you have in mind? Tucked his junk away and took your phone. Oh, your phone, not his phone? With your phone in hand, he spun and put his back into your... What? He spun and put his back into your chest and held the phone out in front of himself. Aww, just a little picture of them together? Smile. You want a selfie? I don't have any pictures with you yet, so... Is this really the kind of picture you wanted? Unless you want to whip your dick out right now, look at the camera and smile. Okay. Instinctively, you put your arms around him and held him close to take the picture. He snapped a couple of pictures and gave your phone back to you, but he stayed leaned in and leaned back on you. Take a look at him and send me whichever looks best. Blurry, blinked, blurry. Ah, this one looks perfect. Ah, look at you. You genuinely look happy. Look at you both. You had to include the bulge. You had to do it, but there you go. You two look smiley. This is a really nice one. All right, well, I just forwarded this one to you. I like how it turned out. He pulled out his phone to check it, and he nodded. Hey, that does look pretty good. Getting a good picture of you showing your dick would have been nice, but I think I like this more. Kept fiddling with his phone while lying against you, and he barely glanced over his shoulder when the door to the locker room opened.
Well, damn, it looks like we just missed the party. I'm not even gonna ask.
You guys are back! Welcome back!
Looks like you took advantage of my offer, but you left the door unlocked.
It's not like we did anything. All I did was tease Andrew.
If you were teasing him, why is his shirt off?
Well, that's a good question. He took it off without me asking him to. He pulled your shirt on quickly and jumped up. I don't really have an excuse for it. Spencer tipped his nose up and you watched it wiggling around. He sighed after sniffing the air and nodded his head.
I guess I can believe that.
See, he totally would have smelled it on us. You're right.
So why is your shirt off, Darius?
I told you, I was just teasing him is all. Nothing more than that.
Knowing that anyone could walk in at any time?
Oh, that's what makes the teasing even better.
Just put your shirt back on so we can go.
Fine. How'd your ride go?
It was okay.
Only okay? Azaghal gets a smile. Spencer looked away and Azaghal was trying to subdue a grin, from spreading across his face. Oh, I see.
Don't you say a word, Darius.
Some things never change, do they, pup? Cat got your tongue? Or is it something else?
Just shut up.
Oh, come on. Stop giving him a hard time, Darius. Oh, I'm not the one that gave him a hard time. Am I right, Azaghal?
I swear to God, Darius, you're insufferable sometimes. Oh, you've gone and made him angry now. Good going.
You really know how to push his buttons, don't you? Better than anyone else. Did you really have to push him, though? Come on, it was just in good fun. He'll be fine. Fine or not, you shouldn't be having fun at someone else's expense. Especially Spencer's, knowing how he feels. Not to mention, it's Spencer. She's your friend. I'm gonna head out and talk to him. Wow, this is a completely different attitude to the other tennis game. When they make fun at other people's expense.
I'll entertain Darius for a few minutes.
By doing so without pulling your dick out, huh?
Just what has Darius told you?
Enough for me to know that's your kind of entertainment. Hey, Spencer.
I don't get what you see in that asshole.
I could say the same thing about you.
That's not the same.
How's that not the same?
Never mind.
It's got you so worked up anyway.
It's just how Darius behaves. He knows how to get under my fur, and that's exactly what he did.
How did he get under your fur?
I'm sure he'll tell you. He's probably talking about it with Azaghal right now.
You popped a boner while riding the bike with Azaghal, didn't you?
I knew going for a ride with him was a mistake. Told myself I could control it. I chose to ride with Azaghal because I didn't think he'd notice in case it happened. If it was with Darius, he'd notice right away and tease me about it the rest of the day. Sure enough, it happened, but Azaghal didn't say anything about it when we got back, so I'm not sure if he noticed or not. But Darius knows.
Do you think Azaghal told him?
Never had the chance. It's just Darius. As soon as he asked how the ride went, I gave the slightest hint that something was wrong on my face. The smug bastard ran with it. It was embarrassing enough that it happened, and he just made me feel worse about it. I like taking rides on motorcycles, but the fact that I can't do so without getting a boner frustrates me to no end. And since Darius takes advantage of that, it really makes me not want to ride with him anymore.
Maybe I should learn how to ride just so I can take you. I wouldn't give you a hard time about something like that happening. No pun intended.
You do that just for me?
You're my best friend. So, if I could do something like that just to make you happy, I'd do it.
You're really sweet, you know that? That you have Darius.
Yo.
Are you ready to go?
Just about.
Well, hurry up. I need to get ready for work.
Look, Spence. I want to apologize for teasing you, okay? You're my friend and I shouldn't be such a bitch to you. So, I'm sorry.
You really can be a bitch sometimes, and you know exactly how to piss me off. And I really hate that you take advantage of that. Hey, nevertheless, I accept your apology. Just stop being such a dick to me. I don't need any extra stress in my life.
That's not likely, but I'll try to dial it back a little.
I'll take it. Don't you comment on that either.
Fine.
Are you guys actually leaving? Yes, I have to work later, so I need to get ready. Oh, I see.
I'll be back though. I'm serious about getting a new bike.
Guess I'll wait around for you to come back. Maybe we'll all go for another ride when you do.
Sounds good to me.
It was good to see you again, Andrew. You should come around more often with Darius so we can actually do something. As for you, dog.
He leaned down and said something you couldn't hear and then walked away. Uh-oh. What did he say?
Let's just go.
You might as well tell us. I'll find out later if you don't.
We're leaving!
I want to know what he said too.
Shotgun!
What? All the better for me to keep interrogating him. You know I'm not gonna stop asking until you tell me what he said. And if you don't tell me, I'll just ask him what he said when I get back to his shop.
I already sent him a text and asked him not to tell you.
Oh, you texted him, huh? Since when did you have his number?
Since today. What he said isn't really that big of a deal either, so I don't know why you want to know so badly.
In that case, I don't know why you want to keep it a secret so badly.
Because it's fun watching you squirm knowing you can't get what you want.
I have my ways of making that tiger talk. If those ways involve your normal methods, you're out of luck. Yeah, no.
What's this? Does someone finally have Darius under control?
Not hardly. I'll find out sooner or later, though. Mark my words.
Whatever you say, kitten.
What's that, puppy? Doubting me?
You'll learn you can't always get your way.
Jeez, they act like such a couple sometimes. Uh-huh. Alright, before you two start making out.
Like that could ever happen.
Never know. Maybe you'll fall for my charms again one of these days.
Fat chance.
Go get ready for work. And have a good night at work, Spencer.
I'm going. See you guys.
Bye, puppy. Spencer tried to suppress a grin long enough to force a scowl at Darius before walking off. Guess you're heading back to Azaghal's shop. I gotta take you home first. I'm not gonna make you walk. Well, then why'd we all get out? I don't know. That's a very, very realistic moment. That shit happens all the fucking time. Both climbed back into his car and he pulled out of the parking lot. You really gonna order a new motorcycle? Yep, I like it, so why shouldn't I? If you're considering dropping out of school, shouldn't you save your money? You already have a great bike and this car. Do you really need more? I can sell my other bike. It's worth a decent amount, so that'll cover a huge portion of the new one. I won't be out too much, and I'll still have a pretty big safety net. I'm really good with my finances, so don't worry about that. Well, if you're comfortable doing it, go for it. You know, if things go south and I lose everything, I'm sure Maria and Richard wouldn't mind having me around more. I don't know about that. You can definitely have too much of a good thing. I bet Richard would disagree. Maybe early on. If I'm such a pain to be around, why do you like spending so much time with me? We're still early on. Oh, really? Are you saying you're getting tired of me? Yes or no? No, I don't even want to fucking joke about that. Not yet. Well, that's good to hear. It means I still have a chance. A chance to nail you. I'll keep trying, and maybe I'll break one day. Having Darius drive you was much nicer than having to walk, and the trip was over soon. Well, here you go. Since you don't want to go back to the shop with me. You never invited me. Well, you could have invited yourself. Jeez, you're such a pain in the ass. Well, calm yourself. I'm only giving you a hard time. It's gonna be boring bike talk, so that's why I didn't invite you. Nothing that'll interest you, so who knows how long it's gonna last. And I'm gonna try to squeeze whatever he said to Spencer out of him. Do you think he'll crack and tell you? To be honest, I'm not sure. If Spencer asks him to keep quiet about it, I don't think he will. But if Spencer was bluffing, I'll find out. You could just let it go, even. Come on, you want to know what he said too. I'm curious, but I'm not desperate. If Spencer wants us to know, he'll tell us. Just let him have his privacy. Fine. I won't ask then, okay? Really? Yeah, I'll let him have it this time. What if Azaghal just mentions it? Well, then I guess it can't be helped. Just don't go pushing for it. I won't. I guess I'll go ahead and pack my bag for this weekend. Yep, you don't need much beyond a couple of pairs of clothes. I'll have everything else. Be sure to remind Maria and Richard, since they are driving us out there. We might cut out of practice early and skip it altogether. We could use some extra time to set up camp and find dry wood for the fire. Otherwise, we'll be racing to beat the night. That's a good idea. Maybe we could get Richard to help us set up, too. Maybe. We'll see how things look when we get out there tomorrow. For now, you can get out so I can get going. Okay. I'll give you a call later, alright? Alright. Well, I'll talk to you then. You took the lead, leaned over, and turned his face to you to kiss him. He raised his paw to your cheek and held you there, letting your lips dance together for a moment before he gently pushed you away. Oh, look at that face. That's a nice face. Let's save some of that passion for tomorrow. His paw rubbed around your chest, and your hand had been rubbing along up his thigh under his shorts. Yeah, okay. He scratched his chin real quick and hopped out of his car. Be safe, Darius. Always am. And keep your hands to yourself while with the tiger. I don't have a choice. Besides, the next time my hands are busy, we'll be with you anyway, so don't worry. I'm not the one you should be worried about, though. It's the tiger that you should be watching out for. And tell him I said to keep his hands to himself, too. With a laugh, he waved to you and sped off down the road. Oh, Darius. Guess I'll go get ready for tomorrow. This weekend's gonna be fun! Fun, fun, fun in the sun, sun, sun. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy on a motorcycle. All right, well, that was day 25. Thank you all very much for watching this episode, or these episodes of Extracurricular Activities. Hopefully it won't be another 2 years until we play up day 26. Where we finally actually get to do the camping that we've been anticipating for so fucking long. But until then, I've been the trainer professional, Vivian Jade. And until then, whenever then is, have a nice day, everyone. Bye!